See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hobby free.
They're free. Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See? The wolves are safe. Somewhere in Vanaheim.
Not the first place Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow.
Atreus.
See? Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say celestial theft is a victimless crime.
Not totally sure who this is. But someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then the moon blocks out the sun.
A total eclipse. I haven't seen one of those in 100 winters.
But then they chase an arrow. And things go back to normal.
What does any of this have to do?
We're coming to that. Look. Here's Ragnarok. Do you see who's leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive. Right?
Mimir, can this be?
Odin told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me at the time, or so I thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait.
We are going home.
Wait. I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
What is this?
Everything I found. Well, almost everything.
That's giant craftsmanship. You've been to Jotunheim again?
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other shrines? How many have you visited?
Well, all of them? All the ones I can still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is. But it's important. Just like all this. When I was inside one of the shrines, I saw an image of Tyr imprisoned, but I couldn't tell where. There are hints inside the other shrines. He mentioned black smoke and the bleeding earth. But we can never figure out exactly.
We.
Yeah, Sindri's been helping me. Look, I talked him into it. It wasn't his idea. I just needed someone to watch my back.
He's sitting over here with Daddy. He's sitting over here with his hands like this.
Black smoke. Bleeding earth. Could the prison be in Muspelheim?
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms. But the bleeding earth? Sounds like a mine, aye.
The realm of the dwarves, perhaps.
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their mines did belch black smoke, and Odin's had his thumb on the dwarves for a very long time.
That's it then. Tyr's in Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So, what now?
Home.
This way.
Lad, even if we consider looking for Tyr, how do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
don't think we can get home the way we came. Let's get back to the shrine. I know another way. Huh. Ground looks kind of cracked there.
Ah, back to smashing through things for fun and profit. Lovely.
Did you hear of Odin's offer?
To the lad? Not much. They stepped outside. But he told us about it. I wouldn't worry.
What about the things he did not tell us?
Remember when we fought our first troll out this way?
I remember you lost control.
We must tread carefully, brother. Danger is close.
You okay fighting without a shield?
It is not my first time.
Raider on the left! Brother, there's no blocking without your shield! I felt that one, brother!
Phew! Almost home.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path. If you don't want him walking away from you, then smarten up and walk with him a while.
If we could find a way to open roam travel to Svartalfheim, I bet there'd be all sorts of useful equipment for us to...
Enough. You will go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search. For good.
Right. You won't be sorry.
over here!
Sentry!
As I live and breathe, is that Atreus? It's been so long! How you've grown!
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me, Brock mentioned you needed somewhere safe to spend the night, and I believe your favorite dwarves can help you out with that. We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're still the only dwarves we know.
I'll take it. After you, my friends.
Where are we going?
The cleanest cabin in all the 9 realms. And I'd prefer it to stay that way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms, till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there. As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
That's amazing, Sin. We have a plan to talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing. Come in. Come in! Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there, the kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr. Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son in disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? What the hell is it anyway?
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him? He's too damn tall now. And he looks like... that. I blame you. Well, come on then. Let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you daft prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Begin with this.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
What's going on, Achilles? How you doing today?
Found some items you left behind. Tossed them in the chest. What would...
Alright, Leo, I didn't want to equip the damn thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Man, I'm ready for some more follow. Here we go.
Can't do without me.
I'm gonna go look around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
No refunds.
No reason.
This place is great, Sindri. You built it all yourself? You know it.
If you mean to set out, you need to tell Sindri.
No.
About time he explained what he needs.
Who cares what Smeagol thinks?
Hey, come see. I guess this is where they store the food. Nice to have options if I wake up hungry.
Yeah, sleep in the pantry. How lucky.
Finding everything all right, I hope?
How do we unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me! And be
I
sure
don't
to
know if
bring
anybody can hear me through the speaker on the controller. I'll just switch over to this.
So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's in prison in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing. Oh, you should talk to Derlin.
Who's Darlin?
He's a cousin of ours.
Oh,
Works
see.
for the city.
Literally, I think I just started, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I literally just started. I think, let me check this. 1 second. An hour and 38 minutes in.
Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin.
That's
why your
this is
mother
the
sought
second
his
one.
help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion.
I'm thinking about
Ready?
replaying the first one, too.
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom.
I'll tell you one thing, if you got
Sounds
like
exactly
any
what we
relationship
need.
with your father, or
I
don't
think
have a
you missed
relationship with
the
your father, this is the
ta-da.
kind of game that'll really kind of like get
Well,
you.
never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
I'm a natural hard ass sometimes, but this game had me in tears almost. Okay, I'm lying, it had me in
Giving
tears.
a hound a haircut.
Huh?
Atreus.
All right. See you out there, Sindri. You hear that?
What is that noise? But they did a 20th anniversary update, which gave us this nifty looking armor. So I just had to do another playthrough with it. Hey. I still gotta finish Valhalla. They look like little dragons.
Are those some kind of dragons? They're so far, I can't tell how big they are.
Yeah, worry about them later.
We'll just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
Not to mention, I
You
played
said it.
the other God
This
of War
device here is
for
crafted
PlayStation
for
2 when I was a kid,
measurements.
so it's like...
It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those
His home.
Bifrost eyes of yours.
So,
Oh, this part's
do I
funny.
control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, Cindy, you sodden bastard!
I love Brock.
Open now! I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
Do it.
Do it!
That's it! Good! Now, release!
Still unpleasant.
That's our cue. Come
You
on,
should have seen
hurry.
the first realm travel the way you did it in the first game. I thought it was cooler. You had to go all the way to the realm travel room just to get to different realms, but it was really like visually pleasing. This still looks good, but it's not the same.
No permanent damage.
I'll show you permanent damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Yeah, maybe you can
Get
bite
your
him.
attention, Joe, you old goat.
Don't get too attached to that little blue dude. Everybody does.
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we've reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore.
I also used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on, let me show you how it works.
This is the Norse mythology that the Marvel Universe doesn't tell you about.
Okay, aim your key at the rune for Svartalfheim on the right, then concentrate.
Blip, 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 blip. See, right now we're in the realm between realms, which is where Cinder's little house is, sitting right on top
This
of
should
the
take
world
you to the
tree.
wetlands outside
Really
Nidavellir
fucking
City.
cool.
Just make your way to the town square and ask for Durlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
I don't know why, it
Durlin's
just
always
reminds
been
me of
an
Snake Way
inveterate
off Dragon Ball
inebriate.
Z. It just goes on
suppose it might have
and
completely
on
changed, but in my
and on
experience,
and... Oh wait, it's like a circle,
wanna come
but
with us?
a freaky
Oh,
circle.
I might drop
Yeah.
in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
Thanks.
In the first
Wait,
game, we
what?
actually
I said good
jumped
luck.
off of it right here.
You do remember we don't have the Unity Stone to let us jump off, right?
Of course he remembers.
Right, brother?
Yeah,
Of course I remember.
we'll die if we jump off. Whee!
Whoa. Do you feel
Finally,
that?
What's
some
that?
warm
like?
air.
Everything.
Sulfur.
It's warm.
Oh, I hear you, you winged fuck. I'm gonna get every single one of these bastards.
Get it free.
The story of those little freaking crows right there, the green glowing ones, that shit's like, I don't know,
Careful.
almost as sad as the story, or the main story of this game. Like, that shit's fucking dark.
Ah!
Dark sad.
Why are these things so bad?
Got to clear out the roaches.
Red, left flank.
That didn't get him off, okay. Come here. Anybody else? Come here, you.
I see we're already off to a lively start.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
I got the boat free, though. We can head through these channels when you're ready.
You still drop your guard.
What's the chain in the water for?
That'd be a dwarven supply ferry. Said ferry appears to be missing.
Huh.
I know, right? They did I think it was like a remaster or a remake of God of War 3. It came out alright, but it'll never get to this level. Me personally, I like the mechanics of it too. I never liked that, I mean, when I was a kid it was cool to me,
I
but
still can't believe
as an
Mom
adult,
let a
that
whole
view
rebellion
that you
lead
get of Kratos in the older
against Odin,
games,
and never talked about it.
it never,
fact that it
I mean, as an
didn't
adult,
go
I
well
don't like that. I'm
might
glad
have
that
helped
they
that
went in a different
notion.
direction.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
But the
Did you ever
cinematic
ask?
value of the combat in this game is what really sucked
on
me
the
in.
water.
Because playing the first
There
God
are
of War
resources.
20, I think it was 2018, that cinematic combat was just freaking perfect. Hell, I get more of a tickle out of it than anybody else watching it because the combat
You
is
never
visually
asked Mom
stunning.
about what she used to do. What did you talk about when you met?
Especially if you can choreograph perfect
You
combos
just
together and
say-
shit. Just looks great.
Woman, guard the house.
Hey, worry
I will
about
go
that
to catch
chest.
fish in the river. And then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
Yeah, his wife is dead. That woman was a giant. Although, Corey,
Did you see that over there?
I can sympathize with that. But it depends on if you're going by nostalgia or sheer like mechanics, graphics, and all that story. Like for me, I'd say this one's the best. But if I was gonna say like nostalgia-wise, I'd say yeah, damn straight. Like, exactly what
That
you.
wheel is blocking
know.
the channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh?
And they definitely didn't
Pretty
change one
accurate.
thing. You know,
It is
like
a
all the
bog.
God of Wars have had like little
The smell
puzzles and
is
shit in
making
them. And
my
I'm glad
eyes
they
burn.
kept that.
You know what? It's a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
One more somewhere. Where are you? I hate the third one. The third one's always shit to find. But those chests are important because they give you permanent ink stat increases. Oh, there it is. Come on, vitality. Oh, well, shit. Must have notifications turned off.
Think that's dirty enough to spawn?
Aye. Good old dwarven craftsmanship.
Have you ever watched some Marvel movies? Like, you know where Stormbreaker was forged at?
He was a friend to the Giants.
Nidavellir? This is
I wonder if he
the
and Mom ever
actual
met.
Norse mythology
If
version
he was
of
a
it.
part of the rebellion here.
It's certainly possible. The god of war often advocated for the giants. Although I don't recall.
I
if
can't
he
wait
ever
for God of
declared
War
allegiance
Egypt. They said
outright.
we're supposed to go back to the brutality of Kratos. Like, he's brutal in this one. You'll see, just that they didn't really skip out on the brutality of it, but he is toned down to be more of a father figure in this one, so, yeah. The brutalness he got. Oh.
Behind you! Watch out!
Clap! The biggest thing about this game was they were trying to give Kratos a bit of a big, I'd call it a sea change, like major change, you know, father figure change. And it actually worked out really well, but barely bleeding, dude. I see blood going everywhere. Just wait till he peels the wolf's chest off and actually he'll grab him by the jaw and rip their chest off, peeling everything off from the chest down. That was pretty good. Just wait till you see some more. You'll see. And like I said, it's still never going to be as brutal because it's meant to be the toned down version where he's trying to be a better father. But it can get up there.
Okay, there's got to be some way to turn the wheel up.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. You're definitely right. There is more. Way more. But a lot of people seem to say, like, some people will literally just flat out say it has none of that shit. It's like, it's just totally bland. And I'm like, I don't see the total blandness. Yeah, there's some missing, but it's for their reason. It's not because they're trying to make him like a weakling. He's actually holding back in this game, according to the story. And that's what Santa Monica Studios said, so. God of War Egypt is supposed to be like that, that pickup, you know, go back to his old ways. And this right here gives us that cool down part in between, you know, kind of get closer to him as a person and not just a killing machine. So I kind of think it's all right. If I didn't want to become like if I was Kratos, I mean, you gotta think what he's been through, not holding back, and what it's caused for him. You know, I mean, it's caused him a lot of pain and heartache. And now he has a son. So, I mean, yeah, as a father, I try to hold back a little bit to avoid escalating a situation, and that's exactly what he's doing. But it don't help. I mean, even as he holds back, he still ends up in an all-out war with Valhalla. I mean, Asgard. So that's part of what. Wait, did I go back in the opposite direction? Yeah, I fucking did. I turned back. I went around that rock. I know exactly what I did. I went on that fucking rock and went back in the opposite direction instead of doing the wheel like I was supposed to. How did I not see that? I think I had that motion in my head. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. The Berserker fight and the Valkyrie Queens, that's one thing they didn't do with these, is like a lot of the boss fights in the other God of Wars were like epically sized, you know, like where you're fighting Kronos and shit. That was a big fight. They've toned them down in size-wise. I will definitely say that. About the biggest thing you fight is like dragons. And dragons are pretty good fights though, they're fun. But your two most difficult boss battles in this entire game, and it's got to be the Valkyrie Queen and the Berserker King. I thought I was gonna kill myself playing against those, and then la-di-da. Every fucking gamer in the world finds one of those weakness glitches, or I call it an exploit, you know, because a certain type of armor with a certain type of shield and whatever kind of combo, I never learned it because I just totally took the fun out of it. And they could finish the hardest bosses in like 30 seconds, and I'm like, that's good for a speed run. But where is the fun in that? Especially when they have it set on the hardest difficulty. Besides, the epic, drawn-out battles have just the best visuals. So it's
think you can reach the wheel from here?
Fun. Yes, I can reach it.
I was thinking, because it's so warm, maybe
I usually start out on medium, but that's so I can get like the trophy and the achievement for going medium, hardest. And that's what I did with this one. I started on medium, worked all the way up to this.
Weird that Thimble Winter.
I always feel like beating a game on its hardest difficulty is like the final challenge. At least it was when I was a kid. And now they've got so much other shit to do before you can ever get to 100% completion, that beating a game on its hardest difficulty is only a quarter of the job. Back when I was a kid, beating it on the hardest difficulty, that was it. That was it. 100%. Woohoo! Oh, that'll give a permanent increase on my stats. But I do like the addition of them adding something called that New Game Plus shit. That has been just lovely. Any game that has New Game Plus is like, that's really good fucking mechanic to have. They put that with the new Dead Space Remake. That was really cool. And the impossible mode on that, that's a challenge. That's fun though. Anybody wants to get in? Boy! What? Drop near. Drop near. I'm here.
I think we need to get that wheel moving, but the water doesn't reach.
We'll make it. Oh, hell yeah. I love just trying everything, dude. I hate staying stagnant. I'll be honest, these guys are weak. This is a little overkill, the things I'm using, but it's just fun as shit.
Those things are everywhere.
Honestly, I could really fuck them up with just fist. That's one thing that they really kind of confused me. They didn't add a lot to the melee combos. That's it, right there. That's the full melee combo. Except for that and that. Everything else is all weapons. Which I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. Oh, okay, there it is. Hey! There it goes.
More of an ingenuity for you.
Back to the boat.
Poor Mimir, dude, hanging on somebody's waist. I want to say
The dwarves of this realm,
99% of the time, and just being the ass end of every battle and combat is just.
Well, all too often.
I mean, he
we're
chose
blinded
it,
to
but
all their
I
immediate
think I'd rather
self-interest.
stayed stuck in the tree.
Odin offered them safety, and defying him can
At least he had a good view.
be dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
And if you ever watch the Valhalla DLC, you get to see a lot of callbacks to the old games. That head Mimir turns into Helios. And it's just nice having him on your waist talking. That dude don't shut up or ever say anything
Seems,
encouraging.
Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth. Looks like we gotta
I
find a way
swear,
to open that
I don't know
gate
if it's
we
just
wanna
me.
get to Nidavellir.
I have a really strong imagination and I can really immerse myself in shit, but when I watch this game, I feel like I can smell the shit they're talking about. Like it's almost right there. Like I can smell the sulfur in the air of this fucking Nidavellir. Oh, you little shit.
You did it! Let's see what it's up.
Yeah, he thought he could hide from me. I don't like leaving my copy spears around.
Father, up there.
What? Oh. Shut up, kid. And the Thor axe is just, you can't beat that, man. No matter where I leave it, it'll always come back. That was what got me attracted to the first one. I was like, that is some cool fucking shit. A Thor style axe. Like, come on.
Halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
Yeah, I would say there is.
Look, there's a chain we can pull up there.
Yeah. Oop.
Grim perched up high! Knock him down!
Really? Did you just spit on me? Yeah! Fire in the hole! Some bitch, that look like it.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here? Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
Oh, you think you get it? Look at that, simple physics.
Can you see anything from that block?
I see. Land ho!
That's one of Cavassier's poems.
Dude, these
Very
books right here,
accurate.
this is actually pretty cool shit.
Collect any others you
Every
find.
one of these poems you pick up in the game actually is a Sony exclusive. I think there's a Ratchet and Clank, that one, Horizon Zero Dawn, a bunch of them. Let's see.
lad, if I may. What exactly are you hoping to learn from here?
Like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long.
History.
Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
Yeah, Mimir's supposed to be the smartest guy in the world, but I don't know why, but I seem to be only hear I don't knows and don't have the answers from him all the time. As far as a diplomat goes, he's pretty fucking badass, though. What's in here? Yeah. Stick to the main story for right now. Nothing special in there. Oh, come on. Move this Canuck. Row your boat. Wait a minute, did I do it again? Yes, I fucking did it again. Why am I keep doing that? Boom, bang. There's some shiny stuff in the water.
That earthquake earlier. Do you think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Look, little people.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
Yeah. They are.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body, and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Why all that for us, though?
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
We're not gonna have to fight some little people. That would just be I don't know if I can do it. If I had to fight the dwarves in this game, I'm not quite sure. They'd have to be some little badasses.
Hey, can we talk to you for...
any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Ooh, yeah, fear. I'm pretty sure it's fear.
Sindri! Hello! I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
One less feathery spy.
What is it, dwarf?
Oh, Schmeagol.
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Well, you are long overdue for a replacement.
Well, just
Taking
hate on my
advantage
shit
of
then.
Certain materials. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skialfa.
Skialfa. Skialfa. Yep. Skialfa. Oh, yeah.
Ah!
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Stick 'em, boy. Good job.
Okay, so, Derlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been
Atreya,
killed?
this way.
Best of luck.
Yep.
It seems like Nidavellir's locked down because of us.
Outsiders are not welcome here.
Really, Captain
Imagine
Obvious.
that large statue of Odin has something to do with it.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of. To keep the rest in line. Self-preservation
This way.
can...
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
I mean, yeah,
None
that's
taken.
pretty horrific.
Good point, though.
Think that's him?
Yeah, don't ask me him. Okay, this part's weird if I don't fix that.
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours, named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head. I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. you'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
Yep, it's sturdy. It'll make it.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Ugh, those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel. I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left. So, which way do we go? We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you. So we're going to Durlin's? Makes sense. We could always explore those mining rigs later. This is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
We're looking for Durlin?
You have an appointment?
No. Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
Here to collect on something, pal. Think, parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Estrid's accretion proposal, eh?
We are looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get... You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
He's looking at him like, what the fuck? Because Faye is the one that was his wife, and she gave him that axe.
and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, come. Failed.
Faye is dead.
rest of them are. One's left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Right, before you go. Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All-Father's given name, and, yeah. For fucking up my desk!
A fine?
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
Hey there.
So what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
You said her name was Diener?
You can hardly tell when it goes from cinematic to freaking back to the game.
Sure.
The transition is so fucking
Thank
smooth.
you. I think. Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
Whoa! That looks like it hurt!
Last one.
Okay. I think Derlin wrote down the exit.
The dwarf has given us here.
Sort of. You smelled him, but seems to lead to a mine beyond that mountain.
Ah.
Tyr! Erlen helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
This thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah, nothing quite like a dwarven train ride.
I'm waiting for this fight. I can't wait to start the Berserkers.
We can take that train up the mountain when you're ready, brother. Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and the bearer of Gjallarhorn. A true believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Seems like we're here. Come on. This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there. You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection. Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find it. Once Tyr's free and can be god of war again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
If that is his war to fight, he may have it.
Got about 15, 20 minutes left on this one.
Is that a Trekkie? What happened here?
Use caution.
I think it's dead. Yep, definitely dead. Hey, I wonder if...
Atreus!
Watch out! That one was tough.
Stay on your guard. There could be others around.
Think that Trekkies what killed the first one we found?
If so, it was their aggression that got them both killed.
Down there, I can see a mine. That has to be what Derlin was talking about.
Tracks up on the left there. Might be another train we can take.
Father, what if a war with Odin isn't just Tyr's to fight? What if it's ours too?
War is not the only way.
We're gods. Better gods. We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
Atreus.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down a few minutes early. We're gonna go to the restroom. We'll be right back. I promise that. Oh, good. Excuse me.
Is it good?
Hopefully Fallout. Either that or continue Dead Space. I'm almost got that alternate ending. Oh no. Y'all let me know.